Good morning, friends. I am Sir K. Ratna Kumar, Training Associate in Physics, Journal Institute of Education and Training, Bhubaneswar. Today, we are going to discuss about the 12th Physics, some of the numerical problems solving. That is, solving numericals on electrostatics. This is online teaching. Let us go to the first question. An electric dipole with dipole moment 4 into 10 power 9 coulomb meter is aligned at 30 degree with the direction of the uniform electric field of magnitude 5 into 10 power 4 Newton per coulomb. Calculate the magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole. So this is the question. We must know what is asked to ask. Calculate the magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole. So first of all, we should know about the equation for the torque. See, there's a diagram for the question. This is a uniform electric field. A dipole is kept. This is a dipole and aligned at the degree. How much this angle is given here? 30 degree. Okay, then tau is equal to P cross C. Or if I take the cross product, it will be tau is P sin theta. So that will be the equation for this one. This is the angle between the dipole and the electric field. So let us see that equation for the torque. P sin theta. When the cross symbol taken out, it will be P sin theta. Then what is the given? The dipole moment is given. P is a dipole moment, 4 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb. So you have to write the given values before solving the numerical problem. Because if writing the given values in the question, you will get some marks, though the answer is right or wrong. Okay? Each and every thing will get a mark. Then theta angle between the dipole and the electric field is given 30 degree. Then what is given? Electric field. The value for the electric field is given. E is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 Newton per coulomb. The next the equation is tau is equal to P sin theta. Then substitute the value of the above. P is equal to dipole moment 4 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb meter, and then electric field is equal to 5 into 10 power 4 Newton per coulomb. Then sine angle is given 30. Sine that is off 1 by 2. So therefore 1 by 2 are putting, then it will be getting that dividing the 4. Suppose sine that is equal to 1 by 2. So 2 cancel here, 2 4 2 to cancel 4, 2 will be remaining 2 into 5 10. So 10 power minus 4. Therefore the magnitude of the torque acting on the dipole is, answer is 10 power 4. The next question, a point charge plus 10 microcoulomb is a distance 5 centimeter directly above the center of the square of the side 10 centimeter. What is the magnitude of the electric flux through the square? Hence given. Think of square as one face of the cube with the edge 10 centimeter. Let us see this. This is the diagram of a cube. So one face is 10 centimeter. Let us see the diagram for this. Question. This face is 0.5 meter. This is 0.1 meter length and width is 0.10 meter. So facing towards up. The given square can be imagined as one of the 6 faces as a cube of side 0.1 meter, that is 0.10 centimeter, that is 10 centimeter. The given charge is 5 centimeter above the center of the square. 0.5 means 5 centimeter. Hence the given charge can be imagined to be at the center of the cube. The electric flux due to charge Q is Q by epsilon naught. The equation for the charge flux, electric flux is Q by epsilon as per the electric flux. So hence electric flux through the square. Gaussian law as per this Q by epsilon naught. Electric flux is equal to, then substitute the value 1 by 6 phase is written here, cube of the 1 of the phase cube of Hg. Okay. So therefore we can say that the 1 by 6 of this phase Q by epsilon naught is equal to 1 by 6 and Q is given 10 into 10 power minus 6 micro means minus 6 coulomb. And the epsilon value is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Newton meter square per coulomb. On dividing this equation, substitute the value for the epsilon naught is given, substituted, and you are getting the result 1.88 into 10 power 5 Newton meter square per coulomb. Because 12 is a 10 up, then if it is going up, it will become minus 12 become plus, so 6 plus 6 will come there. Value is equal to 1.88 into 10 power 5 Newton meter square per coulomb. Therefore, electric flux through the square is 1.88 into 10 power 5 Newton square per coulomb. The next question, diagram is given here. Calculate equivalent capacitance between point A and B in the circuit below. If a battery is of 10 volt is connected across A and B, here diagram is given A and B, calculate the charge drawn from the battery by the circuit. So after seeing this question, you must have able to draw the diagram for the question. Okay? Or some other questions diagram may be given. So the capacitors are joined like this. C1 10 microfarad, C2 20 microfarad, and C3 5 microfarad, and C4 10 microfarad. So in between these two, so this is the P and R is given, another given 50 microfarad. So if you take this one, and these two will be a series, and let us see this value for this one. Since C1 C2 is equal to C3 C by 4, sorry, C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C5, because this is a series, then 1 by C1 by C2, 1 by, it is C1 by C2 is equal to C3 by C4. This is the condition for balance, so there will be no current across PR. So if you are taking that at the point P and R there is no current passing through, then the potential will be the same. Now C1 and C2 are in series. If you are taking out this one, then this two will be series, this two will be series. That is why written that value C12 is equal to 20 by 3. That means this 1 and 2. 20 by 3, 10, okay, that is C1 is equal to 10 divided by C2, 20. So it is the reciprocal, 20 by 3 will come. Then C3 and C4 are in series. So in series comes 1 by C1, C3 plus 1 by C4. So it will be 10 by 3 microfarad. This is 10 by 3. Actually, it's given here. 3 equivalents. Equivalent capacitance between A and B is, the capacitance between A and B is equal to C12 plus these two should be added, and C4, which is giving the value 10 microfarad, because when you are taking the addition, 20 by 3 plus 10 by 3, 3 is common, 20 minus 10 will give you 10, so 10 microfarad. Sorry, 20 plus 10, 30. So 30 divided by 3, 3 is common, then dividing by 3, then it will become 10 microfarad. So like that, this is actually, it has to be written here 3. So charge on the battery Q will be C. The total capacitance is equal to 10 microfarad and the value given that 10 microcoulomb charge is given across this, which is 100 microcoulomb. The third question we can go through that. The 2-point charges 4Q and Q are separated by 1 meter in air. Diagram shows you that 1 meter from A to B. At what point on the line joining the charge in the electric field intensity 0? So we had to find out which point that electric field intensity will become 0. Normally at the center of the point we can say. Also calculate the electrostatic potential energy of the system of charge, taking the value of charge Q is equal to 2 into 10 power of minus 7 coulomb. Charge is equal to. So this diagram is drawn for this question. You have to draw by seeing the question. Then answer is the given value, take it outside, given is equal to 4 charge 4Q and the second charge will be Q. Let electric field intensity be 0 at any point P, lying at a distance x from the charge Q between the two charges on the line joining them. So therefore at point P, so the center point we have taken here, and if taken that is x, other distance will be 1 minus x. So by adding the equation there, if the potential of the electric field at the point AP and BP both are same, so electric field at the point A is equal to B. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by x square, this distance is taken as x, and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 4Q by 1 minus x the whole square. So on solving this question, 1 by x square is equal to 4 by 1 minus x the whole square. So 1 minus x divided by x the whole square is equal to 4, or 1 minus x by x is equal to 2. And factorial solution we can get this, either it will be 2 or it will be 1 by 3. X is equal to 2 or x will be 1 by 3. Electric field intensity is 0 at the point lying x is 1 by 3 meter from Q charge and the line joining the two charges. Now electrostatic potential energy will be, use symbol potential energy 1 by divided by 4Q into Q divided by R. So as per the equation this is, then U is equal to 9 into 10 power of 9, 4 into 2 into 10 power minus 7 the whole square. By adding, dividing the equation, solving the equation, U is equal to 1.44 into 10 power minus 3, that is 1.44 meter joule. So this is the answer for the potential energy due to a charge 2 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb. Then we can go to the next question. Derive an expression for the energy stored in the parallel plate capacitor. On charging a parallel plate capacitor to a potential V, the spacing between the plate is R, and the electric medium of epsilon r is equal to 10 is, that the relative permittivity is 10, is introduced between the plates. Without disconnecting the DC source, explain using suitable expression how the capacitance, number 1 capacitance, number 2 electric field, and number 3 energy stored in the capacitor change. Let's go to this answering the diagram for that parallel plate capacitor, general diagram for understanding. So from this parallel plate capacitor, then potential energy, that is nothing but the energy stored in the capacitor. The energy is nothing but work done. Work done is stored as energy only. So that the small work done is taken as the dW. And the equation for the work done is called to potential and the charge, small charge. So taking small charges. So the integration means for integrating the whole value from the Q1 to minus Q. So small test charge we have taken. So integration of, as per this capacitor, then C is equal to Q by V. So V is equal to Q by C. capacitance of the capacitor. So V is equal to Q, the potential Q by C into dQ. So Q into dQ will, if I integrating, it will become Q square by 2 will come. So 1 by C is a constant taken outside, putting the value subject 0 to Q, starting to the maximum. So that the limit will be going to be cancelled, 0 will be cancelled, minus Q square by 2C minus 0 will be there. So that limit. So Q square by 2C can be the expression for the energy stored in the capacitor. Then when it is a parallel capacitor, then for the in case of parallel capacitor, then capacitance of the capacitor is equal to F naught A by D. So therefore substituting the value potential energy or energy stored in the capacitor Q square by 2 epsilon naught D by A. So this is the energy stored in the parallel plate capacitor. This equation only we can take in use. First, if initial capacitor C1 is equal to F naught A by D, that is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. Then final capacitor will be C2. So 10 into epsilon naught A by D by 2, because it is on space is halved written, that is what the distance is halved. So there on substituting 2 into, that is a upper will go 20 epsilon naught A by D, which is called 20 C1. Capacitor, first capacitor. Then C2 is equal to 20 C1. Then capacitor increases 20 times of the original value. Therefore, the initial electric field is equal, E1 is equal to V by T, potential by distance. Then E2 will be potential divided by D by 2, distance solved. So 2 into potential by D, distance, which is equal to 2 into E1. Therefore, the second electric field will be changing the 2 into E1 first way. Therefore, the final electric field is equal to double the initial electric field. So electric field intensity get doubled. Then third one, energy density of the capacitor, U1 is the initial stage of the potential will be half epsilon naught E1 square, which is equal to half into epsilon naught E2 square, since it is in equilibrium. Therefore, U2 is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught 2 into E1 square, that is initial doubled we have find already. Then it is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught. So on squaring 4 E1 the whole square, which is E2 will be equal to 4 times the initial potential or energy density becomes 4 times of its original value. It's very typical question. You must go through it thoroughly, carefully. You have to do this one. Let us go to the next question. Calculate the work done to dissociate the system of 3 charges placed on the vertices of an equilateral triangle of side 10 cm as shown in figure. Here the value is given Q is equal to 1.6 into 10 power minus, it should be 19 I think. Let's see that. C, Coulomb. So the equilateral triangle having the charges minus Q and plus Q. This is Q. As required work done is equal to minus potential energy of the system. So work done is equal to 1 by 4 5 carbon, take it out. Then force acting on the both side will be that, or the potential will be that added. So Q1 Q2 by R12 plus charge Q3 and Q3 divided by the distance between R2 and R3 plus Q3 Q1 by R31. The each and every charges experiencing that work done by the potential energy of the system is equal. Therefore, as per the superposition principle, all are added. Minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into minus 4Q by A plus and 4Q minus 4Q into 2Q by A, distance is taken as A, plus Q into 2Q by A as per the given values. Then work done is equal to 1 by 4 pi common, that is separated 4Q square minus 8Q square, this is also minus, plus 2Q square by A. So all these are all common term. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into adding these two are minus, so minus that 8 plus 4 12 will be coming, then to eliminate 10 q square by 4 pi epsilon naught a will be the answer, and the last answer will be W work done is equal to 9 into 10 to the power of 9. The value for this 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 to 10 to the power of 9, and the substitute the value is 10 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 10, so I think so the value is given 1 minus 10. 10 the whole square divided by 10 into 10 power minus 2, which is giving the value 2.304 into 10 power 8. So for this simplification you have to take the careful observation and calculation is to be followed, then you can get the answer. Without hurry and substituting the values properly will give you the right answer. Then let us go to the next question. Q1, Q2 are separated. The problem is a positive charge Q exert the force on the magnitude of minus 0.20 Newton. Let's take another equation. On another charge minus TQ. Find magnitude of each charge if the distance separating them is equal to 50 centimeter. So the distance between these two 50 centimeter. So the question is asked to find the magnitude of each charge if the distance separating them is 50 centimeter. So for this one, first what is the return value? You can take it out. A force is equal to given KQ. KQ first charge, second charge minus TQ in by R square. That is Q square, Q1, Q2 by R square. That formula substituting. Then R is equal to 0.5 meter. The force is given 0.20 Newton minus, that is repulsive force. So minus 0.2 is equal to minus 2q square k divided by 0.5 square. Substitute in the values, okay. Then q is equal to root of the above value. That will give you 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Therefore, the charge will be equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, and another will be minus 2q is equal to multiply it. The first one will be multiplied minus 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 2 into 2. So minus 3.23 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. It's a simple question, but what is to be done, you have to do carefully, substituting the value without interpreting the question. Let's go to the force that Q exert on 2Q is given by the value, the last two, minus 3.23 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. Let us go to the next problem. Two electrons are held 3 micrometer apart, 10 power minus 6 meter apart, when released from the rest. What is the velocity of each electron when they are 8 microcoulomb apart? Let us, for understanding the purpose, the diagram is drawn like this: plus Q, plus Q. Okay, the electron is moving. The velocity is asked. So there will be a kinetic energy will be there and a potential energy will be there from starting. Potential energy KQ1 Q2 by R, and kinetic energy of mv square. Let us see this one. Plate E1, that is a potential energy, be the potential energy of the energy at rest. R is equal to 3 microcoulomb. And let the second potential energy when they are 5 microcoulomb apart and moving. The total potential and kinetic energy at each position are given by E1 plus, that is E first initial at rest. EP1, that is potential energy in the first case, plus 1 by 2 meter and 0 square, which is equal to potential energy of the first case. And second case, potential energy plus of mv square. That is the total energy is added, potential energy plus kinetic energy, plus half into mv square. The two charges are in moving. Second case. First one is at rest, second case is both are moving. That is why it is both added, which is called the potential energy, the second case, plus the kinetic energy in total. Formula for electric potential energy due to the charge Q1 and Q2 distance R is given by the potential energy is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R. It's common for the both. No external energy is used, no energy is lost. Therefore, there is a conservation of energy such that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So therefore, the potential energy total is equal to the potential energy plus kinetic energy. V is velocity when 8 micrometer apart. Charge of electron is equal to minus C into 10 power minus 1.60 into 10 power minus 9 coulomb. The mass of electron is given by 9 into 10 power 9 into 10 power minus 31 kg. Then mv square is fully converted into potential energy. Potential is converted into the kinetic energy. So there is no loss of energy. That is why, so on substituting the values, the potential in first case minus second case will be K into E square divided by 3 into 10 power minus 6 minus K into E square divided by 5 into 10 power minus 6. That is equal to, that QQ will be cancelled. You will be getting 9 into 10 power 9 for the K and 1.6 into 10 power the square here value. They are just substituting the values. Minus 1 by 3 into 10 power minus 6 minus 1 divided by 8 into 10 power minus 6, which is giving the value approximately equal to the 3.48 in 10 power 4 meter per second. So this is the velocity of the second case of the electron. So this is also a typical question. Most careful should be taken, or care should be taken for solving this numerical problem, where there is no loss of energy, then total potential energy will be converted into kinetic energy. You have the equation for the potential energy, KQ square by R. There is a next question. There is a force of attraction between electric charge. A diagram is drawn for this. Understanding the question. Two insulated charged copper spheres A and B have their center separated by a distance 50 centimeter. What is the mutual force of electrostatic repulsion if the charges on each is 6.5 in 10 power minus 7 coulomb? The radii of A and B are negligible compared to the distance of separation. The B question, what is the force of repulsion if each sphere is charged double the amount and the distance between them is all? So just for understanding the purpose, attractive force, repulsive force. Distance is R. To solve this question, first A, charge on sphere on A, charge on A is equal to 6.5 in 10 power minus 7 coulomb. Charge on sphere B is equal to QB is equal to 6.5 in 10 power minus 7 coulomb. Distance between the sphere is R is equal to 50 centimeter is equal to 0.5 meter. So what are the given value for writing? At least you will get the sum of the least mark if the answer is right or wrong. Force for repulsion between the two spheres. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught QA QB by R square. General equation, and the epsilon naught permitting of free space, you know that value is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So 9 and 10 power of 9 Newton meter square per coulomb square. Then force in the first case will be on substituting the above values 9 into 10 power of 9 into 6.5 into 10 power minus 7 the whole square divided by 0.5 the whole square. Then the second question will be, after doubling the charge on the square 1.3 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb, and charge on sphere 1.3 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb. The distance between the sphere is r. That is why it is doubled up when it goes up. The distance is 0.5 by 2, the 0.25 centimeter. Second case, substitute the value. Same equation taken. Substitute the value 9 and 1.3 second case, because it is when the distance goes up, it's doubled in the equation. So 1.3 into 10 power minus 6 into 1.3 minus 6 divided by 0.25 the whole square. Or simplify the equation, 16 into 1.52 into 10 power minus 2. 0.243 Newton is exists. The force between the two spheres is 0.243 Newton. And the simplified value for the first one is 1.52 into 10 power minus 7 Newton. Therefore, the force between the two spheres is 1.52 Newton. The first case here, the second case will be here. Simple equation only, but the simplification substitution is very important. Then another question, suppose the sphere A and B in exercise, the previous one, hold identical sizes. The third sphere of the same size but uncharged is brought in contact with the first, then brought in contact with the second, and finally removed from both. What is the new force of repulsion between A and B? This is something typical question. So distance between the sphere A and B r is equal to 0.5 meter, the previous one. Initially the charge on each sphere is 0.5 into 10 power minus 7 coulomb. When sphere A is touched with the uncharged sphere C, that is Q by 2 amount of charge from A will be transferred to the sphere C above the charge. Similarly for the A, Q by 2 is transferred. When sphere C with the charge Q is brought in contact with the B, then with the charge Q, the total charge on the system will divide into two equal halves given as 1 by 2 into Q plus Q by 2, which is equal to 3 Q by 4. And charge on each sphere C and B is 3 Q by 4. So force of repulsion between the charge sphere A having the charge Q by 2 and the sphere B having the charge 3 Q by 4 is, on substituting the values, 1 by 4 pi naught Q A Q B by r square. This is equal to 1 by 4 pi naught into Q by 2 into 3 Q by 4 r square divided by r square. Then on substituting and simplifying, 1 by 4 pi naught 3Q square by 8 r square, which is equal to, separately substituting and getting the answer of 5.703 into 10 power minus 3 Newton. Therefore, the force of attraction between the two spheres is 5.703 into 10 power minus Newton. So in this one, you have to take out the paper and work out the problem by yourself after understanding how to solve the question if you do not know. So substitution is very, very important. If you lose the substitution properly, then you will not get the answer. So the substitutions are very, very important. Here the sum of the formula for the required is chapter is given. This is the electrostatic chapter's equation formula, symbol, application. So go through the first one is charge plus or minus N E or NQ. The symbol is that charge N is number of the particular charge, quantization of charge, application. Then second one is force. To find the force between the 2 point charges. Then F is equal to QE in case of electric field. Relation between force and the electric field. Then electric field is also equal to KQ by R square. This is electric field due to a point charge. This is electric flux. is equal to E into integration of ds cos theta to find the electric flux. As per the Gauss theorem, flux is equal to Q by epsilon naught, electric flux, Gauss theorem, and there will be change in potential, or that is potential difference, work done by charge. To find the potential difference using work done, and potential is equal to kq by r, electric potential due to point charge, and dipole moment p, the potential is equal to k, v potential equal to v is equal to k into p cos theta by r square. P is called dipole moment. Electric field also can be written as minus dv by dr, gradient, potential gradient dv by dr. The relation between electric field and the potential, and potential energy, W is work done, kq square by r q1 q2 by r, and electric field in case of the uniformly charged wire is equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. Lambda is linear charge density, and next electric field outside the cell is called kq by r, and on the cell is called kq by r square, and that inside the cell is called sigma by sigma by not inside the cell. There is no charge enclosed in the cell, that is why it become 0 inside. So field intensity due to uniformly charged spherical cell. 14th is electric field q by sigma by 2 epsilon naught in the case of the electric field due to a thin infinite plane sheet of charge, and capacitance of the capacitor 4 pi epsilon naught into r, capacitor of isolated spherical conductor, and capacitance of the parallel capacitor is equal to epsilon naught a by d. The grouped capacitors in series may, first one is a series may, second one is a parallel, just opposite to the resistors. And the potential energy, or the energy stored in the capacitor of q square by c is equal to of cv square, or of qb, energy stored in the capacitor. And the potential energy of epsilon naught e square is called the energy density of the parallel plate capacitor. The potential in combination of the series and parallel. Potential due to a shared charge, and a loss of energy due to a sharing charge E1 minus E2 is equal to C1 C2 bracket V2 minus V1 the whole square divided by 2 into C1 plus C2. When the K is equal to 1 plus X, K is dielectric constant, X is equal to electric susceptibility, the relation between the electric constant and the electric susceptibility. Then capacitor is equal to C0 by 1 minus T by D. The capacitors are the parallel capacitor with a conducting slab in between them, and C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T 1 minus 1 by K bracket. K is dielectric constant, capacitance are the parallel capacitor with the dielectric slab in between them. So these are the very important formula you should mug up or keep it in mind by yourself, and for the required problem it is easy to remember to solve. Thank you for watching this. And friends, it's a textbook, you can follow our inquiry. You can write to us here, Athena, Kanaga,